So this is Cindy Mendoza.
Hello.
I met her at Crunch Burbank. She's one of the most intense instructors here. I love your classes.
Cheers.
And how long have you been doing fitness instructing?
Since 2002.
2002.
You do the math. Are you writing that down?
That's 23 years.
Yeah. Wait,
So
is
you-
it? Yes, 23 years.
So you started when you were.
I was in college. So I was.
You don't
No,
say your
wait.
age.
Wait a minute. What did I say? 2000? No, I did it in college because this is my 25th year teaching.
Oh my God.
I was a junior in college. I was 20, turning 20. Is that right? Yeah, I graduated college in '02. I was already teaching.
Wow.
I was a TA at San Francisco State University in their
Oh.
kinesiology class. And those of you who can go through way back, it's when the instructors wore yellow headsets and they had to wheel a stereo, like a stereo system. Do you even know what that is? Like a whole rack?
Oh yeah.
And then we just wheeled it out to a gym.
Yeah.
And the instructors wore yellow, like a Sony Walkman. But it was old school.
That
old
does sound
school.
very old school.
It was.
Because nothing could do Bluetooth. Is that what you're saying?
There wasn't any
Yeah.
Bluetooth then. It was pure like the wired.
Wired? Jesus.
Yeah, wired microphone. And I was teaching step class.
Huh.
Step is the hardest class to teach, and I can tell you that from any of the fitness companies I've taught at
Yeah.
prior to Crunch. But I learned everything at San Francisco State,
Oh.
and step up, up, down, down.
Yeah.
And it's one of those formats where you have apparatus
Yeah.
and cueing, and I taught without any mirrors because it was a big old gym, like a basketball court,
Oh.
huge facility at San Francisco State, and that's where I started.
Oh.
And I was asked to be a TA because my instructor was like, hey, I'm gonna do surgery like on my hip or something, and I need some help for the semester.
Yeah.
Could you, if I write down the lesson plan, can you teach it?
Oh.
And I was like, do I get extra credit? She goes, yeah. So I did, and it was very basic, but I learned the fundamentals of fitness.
Oh.
I remember a student was blind, and she goes, you got to teach to your buddy back there because she can't see. So that's all the more important on being clear about what you're saying and being fun and accessible. And
What
it
got
was-
you into?
honestly,
Yeah.
at kinesiology in San Francisco State was parking. I didn't get a car until I moved to Southern California.
Oh.
So going to school at San Francisco State, you
Yeah.
either ride the bus or you go to school early to get parking right on 19th Avenue. Otherwise, you're going to not have parking at all. So it's free parking
Right.
on a certain day. And I go, well, if we're at school at 8 o'clock and class doesn't start till 10, what are we going to do for a couple hours?
Yeah.
So my friend and I were like, let's go take this kinesiology course. It's in 1 hour or 1 unit elective and get credit for it. And we just started doing our fitness sort
Oh,
of
wow.
regiment there just for parking. So that's how it started, is just getting to school early. Before lecture at 10, we had 2 hours. We're like, let's just jump into kinesiology and learn, high and low impact aerobics, strength training,
That's pretty interesting.
yoga, and
It's
step.
yoga.
Yeah, so it was just honestly parking, getting to school early and not having to fight for parking.
Oh. But were you already into like sports or like working out when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I played volleyball. I was a
Oh.
cheerleader.
Oh,
That's a
very
sport.
nice.
I was a base.
What?
A base,
Oh,
so that
yeah.
you shoot
You weren't the one shooting up?
a flyer. No, I was not a flyer.
Go flyer.
I was too tall to fly, but it
Oh.
was an athletic, right? There's a lot of elements of exercise in cheerleading. Volleyball. I played intramural flag football. That's fun. Yeah,
man.
because we didn't tackle when we were in in school. So,
Was it intergender?
uh-huh.
Oh.
Yes, it was fun. I was wide receiver.
What, really?
Mhm.
Man, you must have been pretty athletic when you were a kid.
It's so fun. It was just, I'm like, catch the football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun. And we played on concrete, for heaven's sakes. San Francisco was a school playground. That's why we didn't tumble and tackle. You just had your flags.
Were you born in the Bay Area?
I was, hometown of San Francisco.
Ah. Why did you come down here?
I got accepted to grad school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, after '02, and I wanted to get into the creative world.
Oh.
My undergrad at San Francisco State is broadcast and radio,
Oh, wow.
broadcast and communications arts.
Really?
And
So you're perfect for this.
radio and television. Yeah. So, and I wanted to get into the world of entertainment. Right.
Oh, I
Here
see.
we are in Burbank.
Yeah.
And it's about getting that sort of like exposure, right? So I got accepted to grad school at Chapman University for
Oh,
film
yeah.
studies.
Oh,
So I just
wow.
wanted to get out of the Bay Area for a bit
I see.
and try it out here in Southern California. And it's tough because it's about really who you know.
Yeah.
I was working in radio at what was called Clear Channel Communications.
Oh my God.
In San Francisco. I was in promotions. So you drive the station vehicles. Shout out to Star 101.3, 98.1 Kiss FM, CNET Radio Once Upon a Time.
Holy crap.
KABL 960, that's the Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr. stations. So we were all in one building out there in San Francisco, and I, helping out with the DJs, the promotions, like things you see on site from media. And I wanted to do the sort of like visual media, because we had a very primitive television studio at San Francisco State, and learned everything from behind the scenes
Oh my
camera to
gosh.
being on talent, to lighting, to how to properly do, roll cable. I still roll cable to that day, over, under, right? And just trying to be around that art,
Yeah.
because, and then doing production, right? That stuff is, I think when I teach, I feel like that's as close as I get to production, because I get to choreograph, I get to plan the music, I'm helping the movement
Yeah.
and sort of run of show.
What was the original ambition? Was to become a film actress?
Not an
Director?
actress, I wanted to be in production, so I like
Ah.
technical directing.
Oh.
There was you get to rotate through different positions at San Francisco State, and I remember sitting behind the control panel, and just you listen to the director, and they go, camera 1, take 1, and then you hit it.
Yeah.
2, take 2, and I just like pushing the boards and seeing
Nice.
you'll see it behind the scenes on things like, you'll see award shows when they run the credits, or like
Yeah.
a quick snip of behind the scenes, and you see the panel, and you're literally creating the visual.
Yeah.
You're telling the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's really powerful, and it was live. The live stuff, one of my favorite shows is Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, good.
Of just the sheer panic,
Yeah.
but you know what you want to do,
Yeah.
right? From the creativity, the humor, the just commit to the bit, right?
Yeah.
And just go for it. So I think that's where I wanted to be, was behind the scenes.
Okay.
And
Maybe that's what I got that sort of vibe from you when I just first met you in the classes. I was like, wow, Cindy's a very like charisma.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You gotta have fun.
Yeah. So you only do this for fun?
Yes. You
Holy
gotta
crap.
have fun in life, Terry, for heaven's sake. I
Wow.
wish I could do it all day, honestly, because there's a lot of joy in movement,
Yeah.
right? Our bodies aren't meant to be doing this and doing
Yeah,
this
you're
all
right.
day. I say it in class, you hear
Yeah.
me say, not here, but here.
Yeah.
And God bless the fitness industry of keeping this sort of these things going,
Yeah.
because had we not kept the sort of momentum, people would be very sedentary.
Yeah.
You can't just have people sitting and not expressing themselves.
Yeah.
One thing I love about group fitness is that people come in and I don't know their story,
Yeah.
but whatever story, it's you.
Yeah.
And you know you the best. So if I could just amplify a little bit of the noise and joy for you,
Yeah.
turn up the music, or encourage you to try and give you that free space to try, then let's go for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kept sanity through pandemic and lockdown and all that. Where we had to be further out, right? We couldn't
Yeah.
sit like this. So it's helping kind of move along in life, I should say, no matter what. And it's ever evolving, right? We always want to challenge our bodies because we're evolving.
Yeah.
And to sort of decompress from everything in life. So much goes on in the world that people's oftentimes have a hard time taking time for themselves
Yeah.
and being kind to themselves, but also checking yourself and saying like, can I push another repetition? Can I stride a little bit low? Can I go a little bit faster? Can I jump a little bit higher? You don't know if you don't try, right? So this is what I like, is just being that motivation that like, you hear me say DJ all the time, but to try to and also connect with people, because I could see it. I could see there's lots going on in people's minds about just living.
Yeah.
And we all ought to have that opportunity to do what we want.
Yeah.
And if you know what you want, or you're trying to formulate what you want, what do you need to get what you want?
Yeah.
Right? And if in between you get a little bit of movement in the class for an hour for you, let's help each other out.
Yeah.
And have fun while you do it, right?
Yeah.
It's the party room. But yeah, I do wish I could do it all the time, because I have had jobs. Sorry, I'm hearing the background.
Well, that's great. This is about you, so.
I see the noise. Are you
yeah.
good on that?
Yeah. We can edit it out.
Yeah, I was like, I could pause here, sir. Like,
I guess we chased them out.
I feel like we're quite obvious. You can cut that part out.
Just leave it in.
But I was like, sir. What was I saying? Work. Everybody's got their sort of like, they know themselves the best, and you don't know that if you don't really pause. And I think everyone is so go, 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 whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? And if I could do this all the time, I would, but I also have, bills to pay and
Yeah.
catching up from I didn't work for about a year and a half, and that was a very scary time. I was working front desk here for a little bit.
Oh, no way.
Because I was asking for hours to help.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, and I've just tried and God bless my managers here. They're like, we know you can't teach because we don't have classes, but we'll give you like 5 hours to make some kind of income.
That's
Because
awesome.
everything was front facing from what I did, right? And when we couldn't be close, we weren't having classes. I was just I was doing the temperature check. I looked like what do you call it, Starship Trooper, with the mask and the gloves, and I'm like, hi, welcome to the gym. This is not intimidating at all. Please distance yourself from treadmill to treadmill. I learned how to turn on all the power up here.
Oh,
and
wow.
then lock down and open. So just learning the different parts of the gym, but also business. And I think that's a lot of my experience from work, because I have my fitness side, but I also have my 9 to 5 that helps me kind of
That's awesome.
pay rent and stuff.
That's what you do.
Right now, I work as an executive project specialist
Oh.
at USC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's a job that I've been with for a little over 2 years.
Huh.
And I work with the HR department or HR leaders. I'm not an HR person. Like, I'm not a generalist or anything or certification, but it was a job I applied for via LinkedIn, and trying to get back into the groove of work that made sense to kind of catch up to, finances. Financial
Yeah.
wellness is still my goal, because there's a lot. And, here we are living in Southern California. It's a pretty penny to live here.
Yeah.
But I want to see it through, and I have these goals of I can do it. It's just got to get into the grind, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I do the early morning workouts for me is just so I can reset my day and then focus on like, okay, what am I doing today? And then be able to teach and know that work is work, and it's just something I do in the day for now, that I can connect with folks teaching class, and then connecting with family and friends in between here and there. So I'm very much like graph paper. Like, what day is it? Tuesday? Is it, where am I going? What class? What?
Oh, you must be extremely busy right now.
It helps keep the mind going, and I like staying busy, but I'm also great at vacation. I'm also great. My dad would say, laziness will get you nowhere. And then sometimes I'm just like, but lazy feels nice sometimes, just to literally do nothing, and just to take a break, and to like just sit and listen to music,
Yeah,
or
of course.
read, or movies, or just catching up with friends, something, or family. This in lockdown of 5 years ago, we make use of our technologies of connecting through FaceTime or Zoom or all the apps in the world, like, and it doesn't replace this, right?
Yeah,
It's a
right.
nice supplement to folks that you don't see all the time.
Yeah.
So I still do that. You know, we still have Zoom calls with family
Mm.
or FaceTime and
Is your family back in the Bay Area?
yes,
Oh.
yes. And I have family mostly there, some in the East Coast, some in the Philippines.
Mm.
And it's, you know, connecting through that, what we have, and holding on to those connections. And even if it's just checking in the day. Like my mom will sometimes watch me, she would watch me bake or cook, and she's like, what are you doing? Why are you using all of that equipment just to make spaghetti or something? She goes, it's so messy. That's funny.
Which brings me to a good point. So where do you get your workout, or the first thing in the morning?
Yes.
Do you come here?
No.
Oh.
I go to just a studio near where I live.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was just something that where I don't have to, because like I mentioned to you earlier, like teaching is teaching for me, and I just have to make sure people are safe, that we're teaching the right technique, that there's options laid out for everybody, no matter what level. When I'm in the studio to go and do my thing, it's challenging what I can do, right? But also listening to the instructors that I'm taking class with, I'm like, okay, self-check of like, okay, how's my form and technique? You know, if I'm lifting or if I'm landing on my feet properly, or breath, you know, and cueing overall like that. How is your presentation for class? Am I feeling good about it? Because am I pushing myself, or am I just moving along with the motion, right? So it's definitely that time, and I think whatever you do in the day, you have to have that time for you.
Yeah.
That 1 hour, half hour, 15 minutes, something. I think that's what's people like forget sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll be guilty of it too. I used to just be like, I'm just gonna sleep in a little bit more.
Yeah.
But then you kind of drag and kind of like wait till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, when you start watching the clock, it's like, that's not good.
Oh.
So they kind of break it up in the day. You know, I call my lunchtime my picnic time. So look forward to lunch, like go outside and have a seat and just look out and without being in front of a screen, right? And so yeah, that's just a little bit of how my day-to-day goes. HR is not where I like to be. Of course, we have the creative space of doing something like this. But I've had experience in marketing, in wellness, like startup companies, and operations, and in more administrative field, like pushing buttons in that way, but also helping people, like supporting others. A lot of support work is what I do. Yeah.
It sounds like you've been with Crunch for a very long time.
Since 2013,
My
I
gosh.
believe. I started in Orange County. Yeah.
Have they been good to you? Kind of.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a very innovative team,
Yeah.
right? The Crunch was actually one of the pioneers of group fitness
Ah, really?
in general for the big gyms.
Ah.
Yeah, and that's why our classes are super fun, and
Yeah.
there's always a continuing education. The master trainers are very like, they connect with you. They sometimes come on site. I feel like either here, mostly here too, where we have folks from the region come here and we hold host training with instructors. So we get to meet each other, folks from the Crunch world in different states and cities, sometimes countries. I've met Crunch instructors in Australia.
Huh.
And we're still buddies because of technology.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's to see how everyone's different styles and ideas, and then literally workshop off of each other.
Huh.
They sure kick your butt though. There are times where it's like the workshops are from like 8 to 5, and you're going through format after format after format.
Oh.
Just learning that what you see on our schedules, so that we get familiar with it and we put our spin on it. And it allows for creativity.
Yeah.
Like however you teach it, make sure you're teaching it this safely, and that we're not doing pirouettes in a yoga class, like something like that. And very good support system. They are very communicative, and they support, in life, because they know most often than not, this may not be our only source of income, that there's balance, right? And if you need help to cover for a class, or if something happens in family, and these are all things that have happened to me, they're like, we got you. We can help you out. We'll cover, go be with family, because that's always first. And that's what I appreciate, because it's like family, and then Crunch family.
Are you good friends with everybody here?
Yeah, for the people I see, I know mostly people we have our fun little electronic digital like app to kind of communicate with each other, and of course email. and text and stuff. But we rarely get to see each other in person because we're
Yeah.
all teaching
Yeah.
or schedules and
Huh.
everything. But when we have those workshops, it's super fun. It's like, oh, we share the same sort of like
I see.
members. Everyone comes to this yoga class or this strength training or this Zumba or whatever. It's fun. It's fun.
Where in OC did you used to teach?
We're in OC,
Yeah.
in Placentia and Tustin.
Oh, I have no idea where that is. Is it close to Long Beach? Laguna Beach? Newport?
Anaheim, so near
Oh,
Anaheim.
wow,
So
it's pretty far.
Disneyland, right? Yeah. I used to live in Anaheim.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Are you a big Disney gal?
Disney's fun. I mean, I could ride my bike over there, could do a long walk over there. Yeah, Disney's great. It's, when I grew up in the Bay Area, when you go to Disneyland, you're going there for the whole day.
Oh, I see.
When I was living in Orange County, people are like, I'm just going to go to the park for 2
Yeah.
hours after I pick up my kids from school. I go, 2 hours of Disney and that's it? I would be like,
That is pretty crazy.
right. I would be like, I go in gym clothes because like you gotta get in the roller coasters and rides and stuff. But yeah, it's super fun. I like the Disney magic, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And all of that creativity and all the productions of, right?
You appreciate that part.
Totally, totally. They do it right, and there's no trouble in marketing for Disney. Everyone is. It's very iconic, right?
Sure.
And they have that magic that you know of everybody feeds off of it.
Mm.
But I could say the same thing about like a Warner Brothers or a Nickelodeon. They have their own little styles
Yeah.
of that brand, right? That humor.
Actually, I wanted to ask you, you obviously exude a lot of positive energy.
Yeah. Thanks.
Is it something that you work on, or is it something from you were born with? Like, are you religious or in any way?
I am. I'm
Oh.
Catholic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I would be that person in church as I got older, and you learn during like the homily. There are times I would sit and listen to what was being said by the priest, and they get a story, and then they do their little, spin on it and their message for the day. And there are times I'd be like, but what about? I just wanted.
Oh, I
is this
see.
not an interactive church right now? So I found myself like thinking of those things, but also appreciating that sort of that ground, right? No matter what religion you are, you know sort of a story of spirituality, and whatever your beliefs in, it's sort of like that pause of thought of what do you find valuable? What is your morals? What are your ethics?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think where my positivity comes from, I think is your question. Like I'm trying to think of where does my positivity come from. I guess family, and we're
Maybe
also,
I'm reading it incorrectly. Maybe you're like a very mean person inside, and you're just kind of putting up a front.
no. I'm only mean in a silly way, like as big sister mean. Cause I'm a middle kid. I have an
I see.
older brother and a younger sister. My brother is 3 years older, and my sister's 2 years younger. Yeah, but I'm the shortest. And I say that because it's funny with the banter between me and my brother and sister, right? I tease my sister more because she's just such an easy target. And she'll say that I'm mean. Like, if she's sitting down, and let's say she's sitting down and her foot and her, house slippers, like, hang off her toe, and I'm just walking by, I will fling her slipper off and throw it. Just for fun, because I think
Nice.
it's funny.
So
Just for
that's like-
funny. So, and now then she goes, you're mean. Or like when she actually just brought this up not too long ago, when we'd go to school and, parking situation in San Francisco, I'd be like, you just need to drop me off at school or something if I was going to San Francisco State for a class or something, or work or whatever. And she didn't have to go to work or school till later. And she'd be sleeping, and I go, I need you to drop me off because I have no time to find parking. So I would whip the bed sheet off. Like I would just fling it like a matador, like, get up, you're dropping me off right now. And she'd be like this, what are you doing? I go, here are the keys, let's go, we're going in the car. I gotta get to class. And then just take the car home.
Yeah.
She'd be like, wait. And I would do that, and I just thought like, that was kind of mean, but she did it. It's just, I'm not like a mean-spirited person.
Right.
I was like, I'll get you, like, what do we want to do later? But I'm running late. It
Yeah.
was so dumb, but it was fun. And I'm just a silly, goofy person, I think. And I get that a lot from my family on both sides,
Really?
I think.
Huh.
My mom is a very smiley person. My dad is like a silent chuckler. Like, he's like,
Are they
like,
first generation or?
I'm first generation American here.
Oh,
My
no
mom
way.
and dad are both from
Oh, I
a
see.
area in the Philippines called Guagua, Pampanga.
Oh.
So if Manila's here, it's or northwest of Manila.
Do you speak Tagalog?
I do not. I
Oh.
speak very, primitively. Kapampangan. Kapampangan
right.
is a dialect for Pampanga.
Oh.
Yeah,
Never
so
heard of it before.
yeah.
Interesting. James, I think, is a Filipino. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tagalog as a main language has a mixture of, you hear English
I see,
words
yeah.
here and there. There's some words in Tagalog that sound Kapampangan, so I can
Pampangan.
Kapampangan.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of the Filipino food here in LA?
Yes, I love lumpia
Me too.
and pancit and opia. Do you
What's
know
that?
that's like a mung bean little moon cake?
Oh, that sounds good.
They have all these kinds of flavors now.
Mm.
And I just ate one yesterday, pandan.
Oh, nice.
And there's ube and mongo, all delicious.
Ube ice cream is my favorite.
Ube, yes. And taro with boba.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Do you watch what you eat? Now that we're on the subject.
Oh, I do,
Oh.
but I'm also pescatarian.
Oh, no way. Very nice.
I eat eggs because you gotta have protein.
Yeah.
So I'm not the best in the kitchen, so whatever is finished in 20 minutes is what I need to eat.
Nice.
Because I can't do the big pots. Filipino cuisine is sort of like, let it simmer, let it marinate.
Yeah,
And I
adobo.
go, is it finished? So I'm very much like, let's fry it up and put it in the lumpia wrapper, let's go. And that's just not me. My sister's more of it.
Ah.
But my brother and I are more of like, is it ready yet? Sort of that.
Was mom a good cook?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
very nice.
So I do like the Filipino foods. I wish I could say I cooked them myself, but I could just make rice.
Why did you become a pescatarian?
It was honestly a challenge during Lent, giving up something for 40 days, and I said, let me see if I could do 40 days without meat.
Mm.
And then after Easter, I was like, maybe if I could do 40 more. And then I just made a little goal for myself. And I just kept going and just got used to not eating meat.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, the smells of bacon and steak and chicken are great, but I won't eat it.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the last meals I ate was like a steak.
When was this?
Goodness,
Been a while.
94?
What? Really?
Yeah,
So you've
I
been pescatarian forever.
No, I take that back. When I moved to Southern California, 2002.
Oh. Wow.
I say 94 because that's when I stopped eating chocolate. Isn't this fun?
Wow. Why did you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Chocolate's
That-
good for you.
Chocolate is, and it was a challenge because it was New Year's resolution when I was a freshman in high school. That's 1994.
Huh.
You can do the math there later.
The math doesn't make any sense. I thought you were younger than me, Cindy.
Oh no, I've given you some markers now.
Probably all the working out keeps you young.
I try. I honestly don't go into doing these things to say like I'm gonna keep myself young. I just want to make sure I'm healthy and that I'm able to do things without hurting myself because I'm also very accident prone.
Oh, really?
I am. Like I will trip over my own feet teaching cardio class, and I'm just moving from one place to another to look at the class, and I go, did I just fall down? You all keep going. And so with that and preventing injury because I'm accident prone, but also to work strength. My dad came from the military.
Oh, really?
He was in the Navy,
Oh.
and I remember growing up in
American Navy or Philippine Navy?
American Navy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And when we were growing up during the summers, we'd wake up and he's like, okay, let's take a walk around the park. And I go, okay. So we'd walk around and then we'd go home and he says, because I just would always like want a sandwich or something. And he goes, let's do like 10 push-ups
Oh my
before
God.
we eat a sandwich. And I go, 10 push-ups? I go, well, how about we just start making the sandwich? So there we were. We'd do 10 or something just to try. And I started there with my dad. And, it just kind of evolved to like, how can I challenge myself?
Oh.
And how can I keep myself strong
Huh.
so I can do the things, move around?
Sounds like the dad's influence on you probably like helped with discipline and stuff.
Yeah, I think very much so. Yeah, he was the one that was like, make your bed with the tight corners, you know, and make
Oh,
things
God.
look neat. And
Huh.
my mom is just same, you know, very similar. Like, let's work like in the kitchen. Why are you so messy? Keep it clean, and it helps you stay organized and to keep your body going, keep your body challenged.
I think you're being a little bit humble because I can barely keep up with the exercises that you do in the group class over there. You're super like athletic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like to move around, right? And I just to give it a try,
Yeah.
you know? And
Do you work out every day?
yes, pretty much now.
The rest days?
It would be Fridays,
Oh,
Fridays-ish. But I take that back because I did go work out yesterday.
really?
It
What
just
do you
helps.
Usually, is it kind of like what we do over there? Like
It's a mixture of strength and yoga and
Oh.
Pilates
Nice.
and cardio, like more HIIT.
Oh wow.
But then sometimes I'm just practicing what I'm doing in a class.
Yeah.
Like if there's choreography,
Yeah.
I'll run it through and then I have to look at it myself. Like how would I teach it? But then actually do it full out.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll do it here after our class. And if I could just run through it and then I have a hard time remembering, I go, take it from the top. Just amping myself up.
Nice.
Because then when I'm teaching, I don't want to have to go like, what was next? And that's 30 seconds, 2 seconds is such a lifetime when you're standing in front of a group
Yeah.
going, what's next?
Yeah.
And one good piece of advice is like,
That's true.
don't worry about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just say it when you're ready to say it because no one knows you don't know what's next.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
That's true, yeah.
I'm going to hold
Fake it till you
child's
make it,
pose
right?
forever.
Everybody do it with me.
Everyone like, you know it freestyle now.
Oh, you know, that brings me to a good point. Sometimes I do take other group classes.
Mhm.
Sometimes when the instructor is not doing the actual exercise, it kind of is demotivating, I think. So sometimes just telling us what to do. Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, and that I have to move. I don't know why. That's
yeah,
just me.
That's why I like it. Yeah,
I'm like, I just want to participate because I'm with you.
yeah.
And know that I'm like feeling it alongside too. Maybe I'm not doing it full out, but I understand it. I think on the training side, like that's more a trainer like personal trainers that are more used to just monitoring, demonstrating for a little bit, and then just watching. So I think it's just different styles.
Yeah, maybe.
And sometimes in the classes that I take too during the week, then the instructors do that they don't go full out, but they come around and they're readjusting.
That's true, yeah.
Right? So there's different sort of
No,
style to
I
it.
like your class. You go all out. You're like,
Thank you.
Why aren't you doing this, Terry? Your form sucks, Terry.
I
I'm
don't
like,
say
"Oh,
that.
thank
I don't
you."
single anyone out. Let's just make it.
No, but I would prefer it if you
I'll
did.
look at you for a second, and I know that I could see folks
Peer
with
pressure.
the daggers in their eyes looking at me. They're like,
yeah.
"What are you saying?" And
Ah,
I
yeah,
said,
of course.
"Because I know that you can do it.
Ah.
I've seen like even
Nice.
just the progress, and I know present company included. I'm like, I know you can do it.
Ah.
And I go for it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
You know, because don't know if you don't try it. If I could just give you that little push, knowing that you can.
Yeah, it's good.
And just yesterday, I was getting the shakes, doing some kind of plank in the class I was in, and the instructor was like, you got it,
Nice.
sis. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do sort of, I'm gonna fall down.
I don't got it.
I don't got it. But we need to start taking care of each other,
Yeah.
right? And just cheering each other on and supporting,
Yeah.
right? So I think both styles are okay. I do prefer the instructor going along with you,
Yeah.
but I also understand that it's not about getting the motion every single time. It's about checking, and if I could just turn you this
Yeah.
way for just a little bit so your alignment is there.
Yeah.
It's a motion to pause. Like I gotta stop what I'm doing because it's about you, not
Yeah.
about me when I'm teaching. And that's a
True.
good thing too. Is like instructors instruct. You're not there to do your workout. I'm getting there because it's fun.
Yeah.
Right? But when I'm taking a class that's just for me.
Mm.
Teaching is teaching. Being a participant is like not doing that.
Mm.
So in other words, I'm not getting my workout teaching.
Mm.
I have to be able to move. That's why I work out for me.
That makes sense.
Yeah, thanks.
Is there any pressure to, if you get fat here, do you get fired?
No, gosh, no. No, not at all. There isn't a criteria of you have to be this size,
Oh,
this
really?
body type. You have to be able to be positive.
Body positive.
But
Yeah.
and supportive.
Yeah.
right? And welcoming, including every single person,
I see.
no matter what, no
Nice.
matter what. Yeah. I had a coworker, she was teaching class until she was pregnant like this, and it was like, forward fold. And I go, what now? Super inspiring. She's still teaching too, I think. So yeah, we're all supportive like that.
Gotcha. This is back to the point that you were making.
Mhm.
Like, maybe the pescatarian diet also keeps you.
Protein-filled fish. And
They're looking very young.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. And I love sushi. That's my
Nice.
favorite.
Interesting. I was gonna complain about something, but I'm not sure what you're gonna say.
Say it.
Sometimes I work out here, and it gets a little bit like competitive, I guess. I don't know. Some people are kind of obnoxious. Like,
Yes.
do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
I do.
Oh,
'Cause
it's like gym culture.
I've jumped in the machines as well here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've come in here and I've worked out and I'm like, what are you all doing?
Oh, I see.
Like, I totally understand.
Oh, yeah,
The
so-
looks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do 5 and pose
Oh,
some
really?
more,
I don't know that
right?
one.
And or they're just hanging out, and
I see.
I guess everyone's got different pace.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let's get in here to focus on you, right? And not the culture of looking, of, you know, of just sort of like getting into people's zones. Like I feel like people need
Yeah.
to.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, you mean they get into your space?
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
people
Why
get
do they do that? I don't understand it.
I don't either. I really don't. I'm like, and this is more so like when growing up in San Francisco, I always have ears on, like
Yeah.
music.
Me too. Yeah.
And that just says, I'm here to work out for
Yeah.
me. It's nice if you say hello, how are
Oh,
you,
I
right?
see.
But not here to, maybe people's intentions are different.
I
You know
think
what
so. Maybe
right?
they're just trying to make friends.
There's one thing, but also
Ah.
respect the fact that we're here for the gym. Respect the fact I'm here trying to get through this set.
I see.
Trying to get through this lap
Yeah.
on the track, whatever it is. And people need to respect that and not, what do you call it, intrude on
Yeah.
space. And that doesn't mean you have to close yourself off, but just be respectful of what we're here for. And if there's like you want to be more than friends, then don't do that. Like when they're one, it's safety. What if somebody's running and like, hey, can I get your number? And you're like, what the? And I'm
Does
falling
it
now.
happen? Does it happen?
It has happened.
Oh, wow.
It has happened, but it's also like this is a different space
Yeah.
for that. And it's not. I mean, I've met friends here at the gym.
Yeah.
Right. You can exercise your conversation just
Yeah.
away from the exercise space
Mm.
because you have someone maybe who's like, I'm just trying to get back into my grind and making it through this elliptical, this set, because you can program. And let's say someone sees something and they're like, I don't want to have a drama in front of me or this scene in front of me, or maybe they do. Like to have people focus on themselves. And I think that's why I go back to fitness and movement and doing this for you and not for anyone else, right? Not for the looks. And then I do see people the look, right? Okay, but be respectful. Be respectful. Because this is it's supposed to be, and I think it is. I think it is a safe space for people to play, right? And to build community.
Yeah.
But you cannot lose the sense of respect just because you think you can lift heavier or you can run faster and be all high and mighty because you can achieve that goal.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And I go, that's great for you.
Yeah.
But here's this person
Do they do
this
that to you too?
Yeah, well, sure, for
Well,
sure.
isn't it usually guys? So I don't understand.
Yeah.
It is guys.
Well, but you know what? Girls as well.
Really?
I had a comment once, and this is when I would teach strength training, and I would genuinely, honestly lose count. Because I don't remember what I just said, because I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing this intentionally. I'm like,
Yeah.
let me just finish this set. I go, we're going to move on in a second, because I'm checking. And then when you're
Yeah.
walking around, no, not at all.
Yeah, Cindy, it
Yes.
totally makes sense about the gym culture because I feel like you know it better than I do. Yeah, I mean, I guess some people get obnoxious.
Yeah,
Thanks for explaining
and
that.
this is not the place to be. You don't want it to be obnoxious. You want it to be a fun place to play.
Yeah, and they hit on you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, thank you. It's very kind.
Nice.
But also, like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And, it depends. Like, if there's some connection there, sure.
Yeah.
I've, gone ahead and taken up somebody's offer. I'd like to go on a date. But it's also like,
I
it's
thought
a
you had
choice.
somebody else.
Oh, I've done that too.
Wow.
Once upon a time. Yeah.
That's very ballsy of you.
Thank you. It's why not? Why not? You know? So it just depends on what your focus is
Yeah.
on, right? And how what you want to do for you and how it generally feels
Yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah.
And not and then take the chance because
Yeah.
you don't know if you don't try, right?
Yeah.
But also be wary of it, you know, and especially these days now you never know. So it's just kind of like
Yeah.
let's
Does it happen a lot?
right now I don't know because I'm also an instructor here.
Oh, I see.
So but I do have friends that have joined and it's kind of like, oh, I noticed this about this person and that person there only does this just to wear the fitness clothes and doesn't really break a sweat or
Oh, I know people
that,
who do that.
right? And I'm like, okay,
They
what do
usually
you,
look very nice.
right? Are you like, do you not want to mess up your makeup today? Or what kind of makeup are you wearing? Because it's not dripping. Great makeup. Or, just if guys come here to hit on girls or vice versa, girls to kind of like look, okay, if that's your motivation, but no, it's a little intrusive sometimes because people are here, I would hope to do something for themselves and
No,
not
you're
to
right.
hit on people.
Yeah, it's like a
Take-
temple for our physical. Yeah.
It's the playground.
Yeah.
The toughest thing to do is to get here.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes the hardest, just
Yeah.
to get in, and it's so overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I going to hit today? And am I doing the workouts right? And that's
Yeah.
where we come in.
Yeah.
Because so many times I've seen on the floor, if it's your running, your foot placement, the way you're holding the grips on the elliptical, I mean, it's there for you on the screen, but if you're more into typing and texting while you're working out, like, are you focusing on you right now? Or the weights, right? Or are you making the most of every squeeze?
Yeah.
Right? Or are you just doing it just to do it?
Mm.
Whatever motivation. And to each their own. I would just like to hope they get some value out of the work you're putting in here, and not merely just to pick up on somebody.
Yeah.
You can certainly make friends, for heaven's sakes. They're the folks that you hit the grind with. Like
Yeah.
on my 6 a.m. classes near home, when I go work out, and it's like I had said once we were holding a squat, and I said something like, oh my gosh, like, and the girl next to me, she goes, I'm so glad you said that because I was feeling it too. But it's like that connection. I'm
Yeah.
like, how are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
And going through it together. There's so much power in gathering and being together, and that's why I stay with group fitness.
Interesting.
But it's also like, if you want to take a workout for you, do it for you, and not merely to stare or to look and to intrude on other people's time.
Well, it actually looks nice. Because some of them, I think they all know each other. They have a friend group going. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm very antisocial in the gym, so I just have my mean face on. But
The focused face.
Yeah. Cindy, I guess one of the few last questions is the Bay Area. Obviously, it's known for their own culture, like the tech culture. You didn't want to be. You didn't like the Bay Area.
Bay Area is always going to be home. San
Nice,
Francisco is always going to
Do you
be
go back?
home. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
nice.
When I got back into working after not working for a while, I said I want to make it a goal again to at least go home at least once a month,
Nice.
like from
Oh,
a
wow.
weekend. And I appreciate technology. I think everything should be like Iron Man touchscreen. Like, let's just
Nice.
like here. Like I go. Are we there yet? And I know it's there, but it doesn't replace what we do day to day, right?
Ah.
Like, why do we need to have this replace this? Because we can do it. Because, we go back to Disney, and one of the greatest movies is WALL-E,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I love
It's a
WALL-E.
premonition of like, or a prophecy. Like, what if we end up doing that so much that we forget how to walk? And the plant is the most fascinating thing in the world at that time. Like, isn't that worrisome, like, to anyone? And I hope we honestly don't go there, because you want to be able to move your body, right? Our souls, like our compassion, our empathy, our feelings, our emotions, right? We had said earlier, like, I am a positive person, but don't get me wrong, there's moments of sadness, ultimate sadness. Like, I have had a loss of family in the past couple of years, and it's been really, really tough. Thanks. But I see the foundation of my life, right? Had my dad not gone to the Navy, had my mom not come over as well, or my grandpa, take the chance to come over here, uncles and aunties, then I wouldn't be here. They went across the world. Like, the Philippines is very much almost the furthest point from right here, right now. When you look at their small world, right? And just how, without technology, without a text and email, it was just letters, right? And those letters wasn't like, I mail it to you, you get it tomorrow. I mail it to you, you get it a few days later, right? But they kept the connections going. I was able to go to the Philippines last year.
Oh, very nice.
Very quickly for a family thing. And I saw some old, like, photos there that my mom had written to my grandma, which eventually became her in-laws, because she was dating my dad. And she's like, here's us at this. And she's just sent it, or to her then future sister-in-laws. And they still had it, but it was those handwritten, rounded corner photos that my mom had sent, you know? And there's it reminded me of, like, how resilient family was back then to find for the better, because it is still very tough in the Philippines, right? It's still very third world, at least in that area away from the metro of Manila, in that province, in that area that's still there. There's still that culture of music, of joy. I remember being there on a Monday morning, super early, and you heard, because Filipinos and karaoke, right?
Yeah.
You heard as if it was Friday night, and the music was so loud, and this person was singing to the top of their lungs, and it was just them getting ready for work. Can you imagine turning up the volume and like that early hour and just singing for the top of your lungs?
That's funny.
Just to get your day started. So I thought it was it's the culture, and then they're like, just going about my day, you know, and making the most of what they have, right? And then coming over here, and starting family where we came from as first generation, and knowing that that's there, and to embrace family. And when there's a loss of those pillars that came to America to start for new, it's heartbreaking, because if without them we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, and then now my cousins, they have kids and kids, right? And it's like, are they aware of how we started, right? Of how we got into the Bay Area, and then how that carries on now. And it's hard. It's hard because the priorities change, the world changes, right? The devices are all over the place. My dad had seen me sing. He goes, "You have an iPad, an iPhone, an iPod Shuffle, an iPod Nano. Like, what more do you need? And then your computer." I go, "Yeah." Ta-da! I got a side note here. My sister said, if you ever watch Inspector Gadget, she thinks that I'm Penny, because Penny had a computer book, and Penny was Inspector Gadget's niece, and she would always have a purse, and I always have a purse, and she had the notebook, and I go, "That's my iPad." She goes, "You're Penny." Because I use my iPad more so than my phone. I'm going to use it in class.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's my jukebox, and I only use my phone really as like a phone. You know, like I'll do Instagram on my iPad.
Nice.
It's a bigger screen. I'm an older lady now.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the math after all this. You keep mentioning that, but I can't guess it at all.
I've given you markers here, Inspector Gadget. You're like, what is that?
I know.
You're welcome. Giving you some homework.
Cindy, if I could ask you, in 5 years, 2030, if you're looking at Cindy Mendoza in 5 years, what would you say to yourself?
I would say, I hope you are well over your financial hardships.
Is it hard right now?
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
You seem very cheerful.
Oh, thank you.
Despite all of that.
It's been very difficult. I wish I could teach all the classes.
Uh-huh.
I should be like, "Jasmine, does anyone need a sub today? I'll sub." Because it's getting very difficult. And I'm hoping, like, I was looking around in my apartment, and it's small in Mid-Wilshire area. And I was like, I don't have to live here, but I want to live here. I feel I live by myself in LA, and it's a tough area, right? But I feel safe. I have a car. I have a roof over my head.
Nice. Yeah.
I have a washer dryer. That's important.
That is very important.
Small, but I'm like, I do it because laundry is my nemesis. I go, why is it so difficult?
It's a nice apartment.
But it's little. But I've been in those places where I had to, like, I was that person on Saturday morning using 8 machines 8 washers and then 8 dryers
Oh, I
and
see,
all
yeah.
the like, because then it's a shared community,
Yeah.
right? So now that I've kind of elevated up to the having the in unit
Very
washer
nice.
dryer, and looking at like furniture and plates and things, and I go to improve. And yeah, it's material things, but I've had these things since I moved to Southern California. I go, it doesn't matter all that much, but I wish I didn't have things that break. Like things are
Mm.
getting worn out,
Mm.
and trying to live for the better
Mm.
and be financially well,
Mm.
and to be
Same.
able to continue to connect with family,
Mm.
and to enjoy life, like to be able to like go to the beach
Mm.
and sit for a little bit and picnic
Mm.
and just watch the waves,
Mm.
which is one of my favorite things to do with music going on.
Nice.
You know,
Which one's your favorite beach here
in
California?
there's Manhattan Beach is cool,
Yeah.
but there's a place where you go. Oh gosh, I feel like it's been affected by fires a little bit now. Instead of going left towards Manhattan, you go to the right, above, past Venice. It's sort of a quieter area of
Oh.
Venice and Santa Monica ish area,
Oh.
away from like the crowds. Not to say it's not fun, but I like the little quiet spots of
Me
the
too.
beach where, yeah, like people can mill about, but not too rambunctious.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like the bike paths because I have a beach cruiser with a bell and everything,
Oh,
and
really?
a basket.
Very
But
nice.
those to bike on the beach, that's one area, but then the also quiet area of just chill.
I know.
I forget what street it's on, but you go very much right after the freeway.
I think OC has the best beaches.
Huntington Beach was one of my favorites,
Mm.
and Laguna.
Laguna's my favorite.
Laguna's like this big.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can see the dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do staycations over there because I lived in Anaheim, and you could drive to Laguna Beach and not too far,
Mm.
and then just kind of plant yourself there
Yeah.
with all the seaweed. That's the
my
beach with
favorite.
the most seaweed. But Laguna Beach is beautiful. And
I
just
like running around on the sand.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's something about being near the water. And I've had friends that have moved away out of California far because of the cost of living.
Yeah.
And I say, but California's home, San Francisco, LA, like yeah, it's a pretty penny to live in either place.
That's true.
But I like being near the beach. I
Yeah.
like that place, that knowing that there's that, to be that part of the earth, I guess.
Yeah, no, of course.
There's something about waves and in the sand and just being.
Is your family worried about you, or they support you with everything that you?
We check in every week, and it's always like, is there anything that we need to know? There was one, I think I started this year off with the mean burn on my arm. I could show you. Here's some fun visuals. And I think I was teaching with it, and I was steaming clothes because I don't iron. So I was steaming, and
Oh, yeah, steam iron, yeah.
and then
Oh, God.
this was worse than it was, but I went and moved like this, and the tiny second it got me.
Oh, no.
And so my mom and dad saw my bandage because it was hurting a lot, and they're like, "What just happened there?" And so of course, parents are always gonna worry,
Oh, I see.
and they're like, "How did that happen?" And you see the okay, like you take care of yourself, but there's also that worry. So little things like, because I'm accident prone, this is what happens.
I see.
But when I physically get hurt like this, it's a little cause of worry. But they know that I know that they're there
Mm.
if I need to ever go home or anything like that. I think there's always going to be worry, but as long as I check in with them every week via FaceTime, and it's literally
Nice.
they watch me put my clothes in the washer, they watch me make lunch and dinner and fold clothes, and then sometimes cleaning or whatever it is in the day, and I just have my iPad on, and they have their iPad on, and it's as if I'm there.
Oh, very nice.
So it's kind of nice to have that. Sundays are usually reserved for family. If I do have dinner with friends, I'm like, I have dinner at like 6 or 7 just for Sunday supper or whatever. They're like, it's cool. Like we're connected. And teaching them how to use their devices and making sure the camera angles aren't like this and they're here. Just
Sorry
little
to hear about the
things.
burn. I hope it goes away.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got a tip from a member at Crunch actually saying using a vitamin E capsule.
Interesting.
You break it and you use it as an ointment.
Does
So
it
it
work?
was. Yeah.
Oh.
This looked much worse. It just
Oh.
leaves a mark. But it hurt a lot to even like air because you can't put any adhesive on it. But I was teaching, and I was like, the Band-Aid's coming off. Oh gosh, it was bad. So now I honestly haven't steamed since February.
Yeah, trauma.
I do, and it's a cute little thing that works.
Yeah.
So like I'll purposely wear clothes that don't get wrinkly, but and then I go, what I do if I do wear those clothes? Like, do I just not wear them anymore? That's dumb. So I just have to get over it, and steam carefully.
I have an iron. If you need to borrow it, I can bring it here. And
Oh my! We start ironing on it.
I have a board too. So.
I don't even own an ironing board. Isn't that silly?
Cindy, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that women ask you one last time? Or?
Well, I think this is great. I thank you for the time and being so candid with my spiels.
I like learning about people's lives.
Yeah, and know that it's not always flowers and confetti. Like there's highs and lows of life.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can choose. Everyone has power to choose.
Yeah.
And to choose to be happy or choose to be swirling in problems. I'm not saying that they're not important.
Yeah.
It's how you handle it.
Yeah, you're right.
And leaning on each other on how to get through, because the only way is through.
Yeah.
When I had a job interview once, I used to serve restaurants. I was a server once, and
Me too.
I remember a manager asking, like, how do you handle stress?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how do I handle stress? I'm like, you don't panic. You kind of like try your very best to stay calm and find a solution.
Yeah.
You know, and because you can't fight the fire with fire. You've got to figure out a balance of how you can get through it. And feel it. It's okay to be, we're human. However you react, however you react, but then know what's your goal. Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Go forward, right? Learn from what you did, but go forward, and be open to hearing other things as you go forward, and not shut the door on anything that's around you. Because sometimes there's the things float in the breeze. You have to pay attention to what's in front of you and be aware and not so closed off. Know your focus, but stay open to it. And that's the tough part about balancing life and embracing positive, and sort of sometimes the sad parts. You don't know happy unless you're sad, right? And like I said, with family, these past couple of years, it's hard. It's hard. But know that it's okay. It's okay to...
Who it was? Which member of the family?
It was my auntie, was most recently.
Oh,
she and my mom are only a month apart in age, so it's like my mom is buddy.
Yeah.
And it was hard because her kids are there are three of them, and there's three of us, and so they were like our buddies too, and it's very hard because it's like she was a single mom, and then and then it's very much like the next Mother's Day, the next family get together. It's all the firsts that are happening this year. But I can also flash back to a dear uncle of mine too that helped me get one of my first big girl jobs in San Francisco, and still remembering them. They're physically not here, but they don't go away because they're in your heart, in your spirit, in all that you do. You know, the things are like, I do that because I learned it from uncle, or learned that from auntie, or there's actually things in my gym bag that my auntie gave me that I use all the time. You know, just like your little bag for toiletries, which is what my auntie gave me, that folds really nicely, you know, that a little memory of that. But you take that sentiment and that power of that sentiment and love with you each day, not the material things, right? Like I said, 5 years from now, I'm hoping to still grow on that love and that support from family and friends, and being open to what else is out there, right? Because that's how we learn from each other. And not be so in our bubbles, you know, because there's so much more to life, I think, to explore together. And it's not a straight line. It's very messy but fun.
Cindy, you're very wise.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have discovered these different parts of you.
Thank you.
I'll make sure to present you in the right light to the rest of the community.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and all your being so flexible in our movement today, because it's a very unique space.
Please don't kick my ass.
No.